Hello, and welcome to First Impressions, where I take a look at the first episode of whatever series, review it, and make predictions on the remainder of the show. Today I want to try and tackle the Ben 10 reboot that came out a while ago, overseas, and I'll be honest, I was looking forward to the Ben 10 reboot. The original story seemed to be moving in such a sporadic way with stuff like returning characters and certain retcons that I will not rage over in this episode. I felt that the reboot would actually help the series and keep things on track. Instead, they took the PBG route with it and fucked it all up. So for me to explain why I'm annoyed with this, let's dive right into the first episode, Water Filter. The episode starts off inside the rust bucket when...
Here she is, kids.
You're not Grandpa Max. Imposter! Deceiver! Get out! So, allow me to explain. They got new actors for Max and Gwen, which is why Grandpa Max sounds really... different. In the past, Grandpa Max's original voice actor, Paul Eadling, managed to pull off the old yet still strong voice that Max Tennyson needed. In this version, he's voiced by David Kane, and he just doesn't fit the part at all. Gwen's voice isn't really something I have too many problems with, but it does tie into some problems I have with Gwen in this reboot overall. But we'll get to those when we get to those. The only character that doesn't have a new voice is Ben Tennyson himself, who's still voiced by Tara Strong, probably because the last time Tara Strong wasn't given a chance to reprise her previous role. So it's a reverse PPG with this. In PPG, the main character's got new voices, yet everyone else sounds the same. In this, the main character sounds the same, yet everyone else has new voices. Consistency? What's that? Anyways, Grandpa Max soon arrives in Niagara Falls, which after Ben gets whiff of this, he gets the idea to cannonball to it because, well, he seems like cannonballing it to water. Like a fucking fish tank. Why? So, with this knowledge, Gwen decides to offer filtering out Ben's bad ideas, to which Ben gives it the concept of Ben-tuition. Also, keep that word in mind, it'll mean quite a lot throughout the episode. Anyways, it's shown to be much later and everyone is asleep, setting aside the fact that it was nighttime when they arrived, leaving me to wonder how long it was before they went to bed. Anyways, Ben sneaks out of the RV, uses the Omnitrix and turns into Cannonbolt, and cannonballs into the falls, creating a splash that goes out of the fucking solar system. Holy fuck. And it's soon revealed that the splash woke up a monster. Well, alright then. Also, I know this is kind of nitpicky, but this transformation sequence is really underwhelming. Seriously, Omniverse looked cooler than this. Anyways, the next morning comes and it's shown that the monster that woke up from Ben's cannonball is now attacking the town with a tentacle tongue. Well, I could make a joke about it, but it would just be the obvious one and I don't think it's worthwhile. Anyways, Ben discovers a new alien within his Omnitrix, and because of Ben-tuition, he reveals it to be Water Hazard. I mean, Overflow. No, wait, I mean Water Hazard. They're really trying to pass this off as a new alien? Also, for some reason, Water Hazard sounds like Ben in his teen years.
Alright, what you got, new guy?
Well, after a bit of dicking around, Ben joins up with Gwen and Max, and they discover that the creature attacking is called a Hydramander. No joke, I genuinely thought that the Hydramander was the Kraken from the original series, at least the first time watching it. Would have been nice if they had a mention here or something. Anyways, after a bit of arguing, Ben dashes off to fight the Hydramander, only for Ben to get the shit beaten out of him, and then treated like how a cat treats its shit. That Hydramander really knows how to add insult to injury, doesn't it? After it's full, which it signifies... Eating complete. So, is it a robot or... Anyways, it heads upstream so the gang follows suit. While on this trip, Ben admits that his Ben-tuition is trash and lets Gwen be his filter. I bring this up because it's going to mean something later on. When they get to where the Hydramander is, they soon find out that it was eating so much that it bubbles up and turns into an army of little Hydramanders. What an... interesting reproduction cycle. Anyways, Gwen tells Ben to turn into Heat Blast, which results in a few fireballs being tossed around before he gets pulled into the water and somehow doesn't char off their tongues with them touching him, and ends up fighting them down in the water for a little bit before turning back to normal. Once he comes back to the surface, you ready for this? Gwen tells Ben that he doesn't need a filter and that Ben's Ben-tuition is actually a good thing, and that he should just trust it more. And now I get to talk about this. So at the beginning of the episode, it was shown that Ben's Ben-tuition is actually more idiotic, as shown by his actions both in flashbacks and at the scene at hand. On top of that, Ben's Ben-tuition is also what's shown to have awoken the Hydramander and started this whole mess. Yet it's also the same thing that saves the day and stops the mini Hydramanders from, I don't know, eating everything, I guess. I don't get it! If you're going to teach a lesson like think things through, stick with it throughout the episode. Otherwise, it's just confusing. Whatever. Ben does a massive cannonball as Water Hazard, causing all the Hydramanders to be splashed out of the lake. Max cages them all up, and then we get a bit of talk between Ben and Gwen before Ben just cannonballs into the falls again. So, what did I think of this overall? The animation was pretty generic for CN reboots as of late. The dialogue seems to hold very little water. The message was confused throughout the episode, and the fact that they tried to pass Overflow as a new alien makes me insulted and wonder what the hell they were thinking. Overall, it's not very good. If the writing was better, I'd say it was okay, but as is, it's just another case of taking a good franchise and turning it into a failure of a comedic cartoon. I give it a -3. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.